What's up, anime fans? We're about halfway through the summer 2022 simulcast season. As most of you guys know, there are some heavy hitters this time around. And if you follow me on TikTok or even here on YouTube, you'll notice that the short form content, I'm covering a lot of the summer anime. I do that with seasonal anime. I like to cover and put small clips out there so people can kind of get hype about it, maybe even have some interest in some of the different anime that are coming out. But according to my list here, I'm covering anywhere between 18 to like 22 different anime that are coming out of the season for short form content. So specifically for this video, I want to talk about my top 5 summer 2022 anime. Currently, obviously we're only halfway through. The list might change at the end. I plan on doing a video here, in the next couple weeks whenever these anime decide to wrap up. And even when fall comes around, again, if there's a core 2 for a lot of these anime, we're going to be getting that. But in any event, I'm going to be talking about my current top 5 in this video. Now, obviously, picking a top 5 is kind of hard, right? I mean, if you go to my anime list, you look at all the summer anime that are available, there's a lot that's available. I mean, even the Crunchyroll one, I mean, obviously, there's going to be continuing ones like Boruto and One Piece and stuff like that. But then you go to High Dive as well, and all these ones that are highlighted here in yellow at the top, they're seasonal ones, and I cannot get to all of these. But what I will do is give you a couple of honorable mentions that I think are very good this time around as well before I get into top 5. So the first one's called Parallel World Pharmacy. I know they had a medicine style isekai that came out a couple of seasons ago. This one kind of follows a similar plot. Again, this pharmacist gets reincarnated into another world with pretty much godlike abilities that he's learning, and he basically goes in this world and he's a kid and he just opens up a pharmacy, and it kind of deals with magic and the political society of what's going on. He ends up like saving the queen, which is absolutely ridiculous. So if you want something that's kind of lighthearted but also slightly dark with magic, Parallel War Pharmacy is going to be a good option for you. Another one would be the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting. Now, personally, I was like, this title seems weird. I don't know how I feel about it. I watched the first episode, fell in love immediately. Pretty much Yakuza demon guy ends up having to babysit the boss's kid, and he ends up lightening up a little bit. He ends up learning a little bit more about her. They become really good buddies, and it's kind of like this dichotomy of slice of life, and also he's protecting the family and the town by also being a menace to society. It's so good. One of the episodes made me cry, and if you watch the show, you'll understand the whole family situation that's going on. But I am liking this one a lot, and I wish I could put it on the top 5, but I don't think it's going to beat out these ones. Now, the last 2 I will mention is season 4 of Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? It's going really well so far. They get to the lower levels of the dungeon. It's freaking insane. The monsters are overpowered. If you liked Danmachi or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, go into season 4 because it's getting really good. And then also season 2 of Devils Apart Time. The first time around I was like, the show's okay. It's funny. The fight scenes are actually kind of cool. The second season, there's a lot of lore that drops with the backstory of Mao and Emmy the hero. So it's getting really, really good. So I'd recommend going into those ones. All right, at my number 5 spot, I'm gonna have to put Engage Kiss. This one's made by A1 Studios, and if you know A1, their animation and sound design are fantastic. And so this show pretty much revolves around the main character Shu, who works with a demon to pretty much eradicate other demons. There's a huge story that's going on behind it, but I swear this guy he's kind of a scumbag, but I kind of feel bad for him. If you watch the story and what happened to his family, you'll be like, dang, that is completely whack. But I swear this guy has the baddest luck and the baddest exes in the freaking show. If you watched the recent episode and you saw the nun, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this show, at first I was like, it kind of seems like, they're just going to be going through the city and defeating, like demons and people performing contracts with them. It's going to be kind of like that. No, the show is getting a lot deeper than that. It's going over the backstory of how all this crap started. It's going to be a good one to watch for the season. At my number 4 spot, y'all know I'm a sucker for isekai fantasy, and season 4 of Overlord dropped. Now, Overlord has been, obviously there's 4 seasons. It's been a pretty long running fantasy isekai show, and let me tell you, man, just in general, this is a clever take on an isekai in my opinion, with the mix of fight scenes and everything that's happening behind the curtain and everything that's been happening over multiple seasons. Rarely any shows do that nowadays, unfortunately. Ainz is the GOAT. It has a solid story, good world building, and side characters throughout the entire show. In season 4, you're kind of seeing this culmination of everything that's been happening in the past 3 seasons finally come to fruition, with Ainz having the Sorcerer Kingdom and basically he's under the guise of like taking over the world, but also helping out humanity. And there's also something in the opening, which we're thinking is another one of his, comrades from his previous life who played the game. So it's going to get very, very interesting. And I swear each episode just has me on my toes with anticipation, bro. And my number 3 spot, I'm going to have to put season 2 of Classroom of the Elite. Season 1 was very good. And at the beginning of season 2, I was like, it's starting off okay. But now that I think we just got past episode 6, I believe. We're halfway through the season with that one. Oh, it's sizing up, bro. Every time I think Aino Koji can't be any more of the GOAT, he always one-ups himself. And I'm just like, this guy is insane. I love it, bro. Classroom of the Elite is probably one of the more entertaining psychological thrillers. Maybe similar to Tomodachi Game. Obviously, a lot less violent, so to speak, and a lot more behind-the-scenes action. But man, if you're a Classroom of the Elite fan, man, it is getting so good right now. My number 2 is going to be Call of the Night. Now, obviously, this is a new one. This one's on High Dive exclusively right now. And let me tell you, the story's pretty chill. You have your main character, Ko, who basically has insomnia. He can't sleep, so he goes to explore the night. And he ends up meeting a vampire named Nazuna. And he figures out that, if he gets his blood drank, will he turn into a vampire? Yes, but he has to fall in love with her, right? And so this is this whole dichotomy of him with Nazuna. Oh, he meets his childhood friend. Apparently, there's going to be more characters coming into the show. I understand what I just said. Sounds like, David, that sounds like super chill. Like, yes, it is. But the aesthetics of the show, the design, the sound design, just everything about the show is done so well. I feel like every time I watch it, every scene that they get into is just perfectly well done with the vibe of what's going on with the show. It's one of those ones where you're like, it's so chill, but you can't look away because of how stunning just the show is in general. And so apparently it's going to get really good when Ko does turn into a vampire, which, I've seen a couple of manga spoilers, and he ends up, becoming a menace to society a little bit. So I'm kind of excited for that. But Call of the Night is definitely one that you guys should look out for. Oh, so vibey. And the main character, not the main character, Nazuna, I guess she's kind of a main character, I guess. But she has the same voice actress as Aqua. So if you like Aqua from Konosuba, this one is just that bubbly personality a little bit. Oh, it's so fun. Now, my number 1 this season, unsurprisingly, is Lycoris Recoil. Now, at first I was like, this is going to be interesting because I have no idea what this is about. Haven't heard anything about it. You go in that first episode before the opening even hits, and it's these just like high school chicks taking out terrorists behind the scenes. Absolutely insane. Just right then and there, I knew the show was going to be good. And now that we're about halfway through the season now, oh my gosh, it's so wild and so chill at the same time. Characters are well done, animation's well done. Oh my god. That show has me on my toes every episode. And it has that dichotomy of you have these like intense, gunfight situations, but then also the chill moments with Chisato and Takina and Sensei and the rest of the crew, which is just absolutely fantastic. The show is so well done. It's kind of similar to what, Spy Family did. Not a crazy concept, but it's executed so well that it rated very high. And that's why Lycoris Recoil is my number 1 right now. It's so good. I like that action fiction. I like this CIA type of stuff they got going on behind the scenes too, with hackers and all this, drones. It's kind of realistic, honestly. Like, oh, so good, man. Lycoris Recoil, if you have not had the opportunity to watch that show, go watch it. Trust me, you will be pleasantly surprised. But anyway, guys, that is my top 5 summer 2022 anime so far. Again, I will be coming out with another video at the end of the summer 2022 season. I know I couldn't do it for the spring one. I did a halfway through one for spring. Unfortunately, I didn't have the opportunity to do it. I got a little busy with work and a couple other things, but I will be coming out with that. And I know I kind of gave a top 10 with all the honorable mentions. There's some on this list I haven't even watched yet, like Uncle from Another World. That one's on next. Netflix, Ruby Ice Queendom. Again, that one's on Crunchyroll as well. I haven't watched anything before, but apparently I don't have to. I was kind of researching a little bit. But again, there are plenty others that I need to keep up on. And trust me, I'm going to be dropping a lot of long form content on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok if you guys want to stay up to date with some clips and stuff like that. In any event, if you like what you saw, again, you can always drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and then turn that bell next to notifications so you don't miss out on another one of these videos. Again, I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/ItsDaveTVGaming. That link will be in the description. Again, I stream 3 days a week, mainly playing games like Destiny 2, but I also do a couple of other things as well. And then thirdly, join my Discord. We have plenty of stuff going on there, including gaming, anime, PC tech. I will be coming out with kind of some tech stuff. I have a bunch of keyboards that I've been working on that I'm very excited to show you guys. Again, that will be over on the ItsDaveTV Gaming channel. That link will be in the description as well. I know that was a lot, but in any event, I hope we get to catch you in the next video. Cheers!